Let's see how this goes now. I don't even know what happened. That's my life. Okay. I may or may not be live yet. Let's see. It just dropped a live for no good reason at all. Now it's all weird and such. Okay. So it looks like I'm live again. This is just the weirdest thing. I don't know what in the heck is going on. Whatever. Okay. Here we go, guys. Yeah, I was literally live and then boom, I was gone. And so now I'm back again. And I'm hoping that everyone is able to find me. This has definitely been interesting, I'll tell you. Hello, Judy. Hi, Maria. Tiffany Tisdale, tuning in on YouTube, girl. Hey, good to see you. So glad to see you. So I'm just going to give everyone a minute because I seem to have just lost the live. I lost the broadcast. Let's see. I'm going to tag those top fans, those ones who enjoy tuning in for the Zodiacs and watch all the readings. I appreciate you guys so much, so much. Remember, this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. Yes, hello again. I do not know why I lost the video. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. But here we are, and we're going to get going. Hello again. Yes. I don't know why I lost the video, but here we are, and that's great. So on this video, we are going to be doing a weekly forecast by zodiac sign. The order of the readings today, we're starting with the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Followed by the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we'll close, we will not close, then we'll end the zodiacs with the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And we will close with a group pick a card message. Yeah, I have no idea, girl. It just was gone and disappeared. Look at my smudgy. I really think my glasses are smudgy and I don't like it at all. Maybe that's why it crashed me. It's like, go handle your stuff, girl. Anyway, it just crashed on me. So now I'm back. Thank God for that, right? We could try to get this party started. 18 and over only, please. 18 and over only, because I'm definitely feeling that kind of mood today. You know what I'm saying? I think it's in the air. How's your life? I mean, are you feeling a little, touchy or irritable or going through some kind of thing? I'll just say it's moving around the collective. So thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for showing up no matter what's going on in your life. These are going to be your weekly forecast by zodiac sign. We're going to talk about today, May 27th through next week, June the 3rd, I believe is the date. Let's see. Yes, I'm correct on that. Okay. And you know the order of the readings. Like I said, we're starting with the air signs. The cards that I am using today, I'm going to get your vibes from my own real life oracle deck. Thank you for making it back in. I appreciate you. I do not know what happened. It just dropped it and lost it. And I started again. I just started again. I'm telling you, these glasses are going to bother me. I don't know why. I think I'm grouchy. In fact, I think you should read my shirt. I may look calm, but in my head, I've pecked you 3 times. That's my chicken wearing my glasses right there. Yes, Sandy Baird. Sending love to you, girl. Thank you so much for your validation there. You are feeling very emotional as well, I understand. It's been ups and downs and this and that, and as a lot of us may be extra sensitive, highly sensitive individuals, or a little bit extra sensitive, right? Then these things might impact us a little bit differently than others, or others, may not be quite as aware of what is going on as far as mood swings or anything like this. Yes, cranky Amber, I feel it, girl. I know, up and down and this and that. But as the aware individual who's living your life, it's up to you to just do your fucking best. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at today, just doing my best. I'm a regular real person, just like anybody else, just like you guys. And thank you, God, that spirit shows up no matter what. All right. I'm aligned with love and light and God. I'm here of service of the grace and highest good of all of you guys. So I thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way for you. This is truly the highlight of my life, and I do appreciate you. So the decks, you're going to get your vibes from my own real life oracle deck here. We're going to get some what's going on from the mystical shaman. Some additional factors from the Oracle of E. And then I'm just going to go deeper with the signs with one of the tarot decks I have. I don't even have the box. I'll just be honest. These are just like some cards I love. And I believe this is the Energy Oracle. So I'm going to get deeper with both with each of the signs from both of these decks. Okay. So we're doing an extra card today. Well, an extra, each. You got it. Hello, Elise Tooker. I need to apologize to you guys. Last week I canceled Zodiac Monday, and I had to cancel my duo with Elise Tooker, and I was really looking forward to it. I love and respect and admire Elise, and I love to bring my friends up on screen and be on camera with you guys, but like shit has been real, and sometimes that affects this. So I had to cancel. Elise was ready to go, and I had to cancel, and I feel like a turd about it. I'll just say that, because like I really wanted us to be there for you, and I know that we will reschedule and do something in the future. But until then, you should really check Elise out. She has a lot of great stuff going on, and I'm sure we'll be here with you soon. But I just want to apologize, man, because life has been lifey. And unfortunately, I had to cancel my last Monday's event. So you haven't even had a Zodiac for 2 weeks. So I'm glad to be here today with you guys. Hi, Blake, my friend. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yes, unfortunately, life happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? Hi, Gwendolyn. I do want to tell you guys just really quickly that scammers might jump onto the comments and reach out to you and try to get you to friend request them or some kind of nonsense. Now, that's not how it really works, but when you don't know how it really works, sometimes you can be fooled or duped in that kind of way. So you should always be drawn to your reader. You should witness what they do. You should read their reviews or hear about them from a credible friend, okay? You should want to connect with that person, and you should be the one who is making the first move to connect with a psychic reader or a spiritual practitioner, not the other way around. When it's the other way around, it's suspicious, it's fishy, and it could most likely and potentially be scam stuff. Scammers do that kind of stuff all the time, reaching out because you have a curse and they're the only ones who can remove it, reaching out because they have a feeling about you and want to give you very accurate reading. All these things that are just too much. Okay, so this real practitioners never ever work like that. Okay, you should be drawn to your reader, any reader. If it's me, my link is in your description box. That is the safest way to connect with me on a one-on-one level. It's HeidiCorona.shop. It has all of my appointments there. I offer 30-minute and 1-hour private sessions via Zoom, telephone call, or in-person local in California. I also have tarot videos for order. You don't have to meet with me for that. You get to choose what kind of a tarot spread you want me to use. You place your order. I talk to the camera like I'm talking to you, and I send your private video discreetly to your email. No one else ever sees it, but you can watch it again and again on the replay. So that's the services that I have right now. I also have psychic development programs and spiritual development programs, but those are scattered throughout the year, and I do not have any open programs at this time. But if you keep your ear to the ground, I'm always coming up with new things. And if you wanted to connect with me, that is how you do it. HeidiCorona.shop. That is the place. I won't reach out to you. Okay, please protect yourself by reporting any suspicious activity, blocking any individuals, and if you want to be drawn to any reader, you should be the one who is connecting with them. Even if it's my picture, you guys, they make fake accounts that look like me, and then they do what they do by reaching out to you, and that's not legit. Real practitioners don't reach out to people. Someone who reaches towards you wants your money and doesn't necessarily care about the quality of service that they are offering you, if any at all. Sometimes they just scam you, hack you, take your money, whatever. Hello, Betty Greibel. Yes, Melissa, I have to. Oh, that stinks, sissy. Yes, I have to share about the scammers because, it happens all too often, and it gives psychic readers kind of, a more precarious reputation. I also need to say this, just because like someone has a following, or they seem to be legit and say that they are, and you've seen their face, and doesn't mean that they're actually offering you a service. Okay, because for instance, like you can go to a couple different mechanic shops, right? Oh my god, my car broke down. Am I going to go to this mechanic or that mechanic? You know what I mean? You might have a mechanic that's full of integrity, that cares, that wants your car to be safe, and you might have a mechanic that's shady, doesn't give a fuck, wants your money, and it's going to slap it together and let you go break down. Okay, that's how it is when kind of scanning for a spiritual practitioner. Not all spiritual practitioners are heart-centered. Not all of them are connected. Not all of them are legit, even if they may appear to be. That's why I say you've got to witness your reader. You've got to read their reviews, or at least be recommended by someone that you trust. Okay? Whew, goodness. Yes, yes, I see you guys here. Hi, Priscilla Davis, welcome in. Hi, Lorraine Canellos, welcome in. Yvette McCarthy's here. Hey, guys, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm reading what you're saying here, Blake. I got all the time in the world. Look, I'll start these Zodiacs real quick, but it's been a minute since I've gotten to catch up. Let me read this. Blake says, my year has been great so far. I believe God had to show me hard times before I found the good times. I got a house, which Gemma on the psychic community predicted. It amazed me. Yes, Gemma's awesome. Totally awesome. If you guys aren't plugged in with the psychic community page or the Psychic Community America page, I don't know what the heck you're up to, because that is the network of credible, heart-centered professional readers. There's so many different, diverse, dynamic personalities and services that they offer. You got to get there, man. The Psychic Community page and Psychic Community America page, and possibly getting a new job. Blake, all of that warms my heart. I'm so excited for you, man. Hi, Diane Fullerton. Hi, Tammy Rhodes. I know you's already said hello, girl. I said hello earlier. Paula's here. Yes. So I want to say something. Sometimes life brings us what we want by first bringing us what we don't want. As Blake is saying there. You know what I mean? That, man, I had to experience some crap before I was able to step into something that was truly a blessing in my life, right? So sometimes that is what it is. There are so many good readers. I watch other readers because I feel like it's fun. I'm a believer already. You don't have to prove it to me. I watch and I'd be like, wow, that chick is banging. You know what I mean? She is on point, or that dude has it all together, or whatever it is. I watch other readers and I'd be like, man, I want to do something like that. That's so engaging. I love it. However, it saddens me to watch other readers and go, holy shit, this person is fake. Like, it hurts my heart. I'm like, oh my God, this is not even real. I want to tell you guys, watch your readers and make sure that they're engaging with people in the comments section. I could throw out the most profound, specific reading, and the comments are just flying by. So you may not notice that I'm not reading for a real person. I'm just giving you lots of fluff that sounds real accurate, real specific, but I'm not actually reading for anybody. You got to watch for the checks and balances, yo. When I read for people, they come back to me and tell me how this makes sense to them. That's how you prove in life after death. That's how you prove in the legitimacy of your practitioner, is they give you evidences, and the sitter's able to validate that feedback, right? They're able to validate the evidence. Watch this, you guys. If you're watching other broadcasts, make sure that there is a check and a balance. Don't just buy into whatever you're being spoon-fed, because I've witnessed big names who are big phonies, and it hurts my heart, because people hope and wish that they'll get a real message from that person. And that person's not even giving out real messages to people at all. It's horrible. Pulling on heartstrings, man. That's not right. Okay, let's get there. Blake, it will come to you, man. I'm telling you what, you are moving on up and activating, and that's the next best. That's the next thing. It's the next thing. You know it. I know it. It's going to get there, Blake. All right, let's get here now. Who's first? Air signs, I said. God, I'm a blabbermouth. 15 minutes. That's got to be a record. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Your vibes for the week ahead. I'm going to quit fooling around now. I enjoy talking with you guys. Exactly. Yes. There are things that we couldn't possibly know, and we offer that to you to prove. And then you go, oh my God, and that proves it to you and everyone who's witnessing it, live or on replay. It's healing to the heart. You need the check and the balance. So please, if you're surfing around, watch that feedback in the comment section to see how accurate that reader really is. Yes, air signs first. These are sticky. I feel like I need to shuffle them. Hold on. This is going to be a little bit of what's going on from the mystical shaman. Thank you, Diana. Hi, Sarah Williamson. Hello there. What's going on, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Spirit? What is it? No, they say keep shuffling. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Love the cards. Kathy Castelletti. Heart of my hearts, girl. Oh, boy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, boy. This is looking interesting now. Oh, Paula. Guess what? Would love to stay, but it's 1 a.m. here in the UK. Need to be up early for work. Sending love to you. I hope you rest well and have an amazing day tomorrow, Paula. However, lucky for you, I chop these videos up and I post them on YouTube afterward with timestamps so that you can watch your element and then just your signs reading. I repost them here in my page and in the Vibe Tribe. So if you can't stay up tonight and catch it, look here on the replay. It'll be here on the replay in full. But if you want to wait for that edited version, it's a little easier to digest, and that'll be posted, within the next couple of days. So thank you, Paula. Oh boy, Lisa, it's my birthday Thursday. Would you mind pulling a card from me? Look here, girl. I'm not doing individual readings, but it's my fucking page and I can do whatever I want. Lisa Martin. Let me give you this one. Oh boy, now I dropped all my cards. That's what Spirit says about me deviating and dropping the F-bombs for no good reason at all. Lisa Martin, the Hanged Man, getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. The Hanged Man is a major arcana card. The card is number 12. Happy almost birthday, darling. This is about waiting to figure your next steps out before you decide to proceed. No one is rushing you. Time is not running out. I want to remind you, no matter how old you're becoming or young you're becoming on this birthday, it is a celebration of life, of your life, Lisa, of your independence, of your liberation, of you making it as far as you've made it. And Spirit is encouraging you to remind yourself that if you decide to do any damn thing at all, girl, and walk in the direction of that, you've got all the time in the world to make even your wildest dreams and fantasies come true. No one's rushing you. There are no deadlines or time limits. Your life and your future is of your design. You must place your focused intention into the directions that you want to grow and expand in your life, and you will find those threads and avenues that enrich your soul with joy. Spirit encourages you to lean into that and away from the things that cause you stress, away from the things that bring you down. You have earned the right to live in all the ways that you want to. Lisa Martin, happy birthday, dear darling. That's for you. I got to pick up my cards now. I really shot them like real far. Got to get them with my foot. Oh, Spirit, please help me. What a joke. You guys, this is a fiasco, is it not? At least I haven't spilled nothing. Jesus. I swear it's not always like this. Now let me get down there and get the damn things. I'm literally on my hands and knees on the ground, picking up all the cards. And everything's fine. I lost 4 people because of that whole nonsense. And I don't fucking blame them. I would have probably hopped off too. I'd have been like, this bitch is nuts. I'm out of here. She keeps cussing. She's throwing cards around. I don't know what's going to happen next. So hold on a minute. I'm still working with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let me just get these cards all situated. They're this way, that way, front ways, back ways. You're welcome, Lisa. Happy almost birthday. And I'm so glad that everyone is showing you such a warm, happy birthday. That's how it is on my page. I don't stand for nothing less. We're all humans here. And like, there's a whole world full of people out there who don't give any shits at all about other people, right? Us. Okay. So like, we don't need to be that way with one another. We're connected here for a reason. And maybe that's to support each other, to extend a little bit of kindness, to say a kind word or say a little prayer when somebody needs it. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that we do here on my page, even though I cuss, even though I vape, even though I've got tattoos on my hands and everything else. All right. So thank you guys for being your amazing selves. I love you dearly. All right, Gemini. Gemini. Oh, I guess I could show it to us. Hey, that's a good one. Libra. Nope. One, please. Just one for Libra. Libra. Wow. Oh, wow. Aquarius. Now I'm going to get one of these energy oracles here. Oh, dropping things. For Gemini. For Libra now. Ooh. And for Aquarius, please. Okay. You know, when I edit these videos, I cut out all the shuffling. I cut out all the vaping. I just like stick to reading the cards, you know, so it's a little bit easier to digest. They don't have all the fluff and mishmash of me taking sips of my water and everything else. But if you like to stick around for all the real life human stuff, I do appreciate you guys. You are awesome. So welcome in. My name is Heidi. I'm in California, America. I'm just doing some readings today. I thank you for joining in. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you are the first group of signs to be read. Your vibes for the week ahead. Disentangling. So it took a while for the tapestry of your life to be woven together, for things to be the way that they are right now. And sometimes those things are just interdependent on one another. And it seems like if I make a wrong move over here, something's going to happen over here too. It's like a domino effect. Okay. I want to say to you, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, that you within yourself have a desire for change. That's why the edges of this tapestry have begun to fray. Okay, the areas of your life that you kind of feel like aren't in alignment with who you're becoming or who you are now. Those are, allow them to fade away. Like, that's what I feel here. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to pull away from whatever's not working anymore, even if it was a crutch for you, even if it was something you thought would be there forever. Okay, whatever this is, you've decided within yourself that it's just not working anymore and you need something different. You need to make some changes. This is you pulling away from that old way of life and into something new, into whatever it is of your choosing. I do want to say to you here that there is the potential for the pulling away, because I don't like this, and yet, I don't know what else there is, so I'm going to come back to this anyway. Okay, to reactivate those same old coping mechanisms, those same old patterns, to reconnect with those things that we are trying to detach from. Okay, because I'm not happy, whatever. So Spirit is calling Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to recognize where your will is at, where your heart is at. Where is your intention? What are you trying to work towards? And what are you trying to pull away from? Be very clear about this, because it can make real, true, lasting change in your life. Now, what's going on here? The card is number 32, Luminous Warrior. Laura, I've been on for 25 minutes and I've just read the first card only. I've been blabbing and dropping cards and doing all kinds of nonsense or shenanigans, girl. These are the air signs. You haven't missed anything. Earth signs are last this time. Glad to see you in. All right. So disentangling now, and you've got number 32, Luminous Warrior. This is what's going on. So 3 and 2, like, I don't like those numbers together right now. Like 3 is the catalyst for a change, and 2 is like co-creation potentially, okay, balance and harmony. So I feel like there's an upset here. Potentially you don't want to make these changes because you don't want to upset the status quo or some kind of thing. I also feel how some air signs might be the luminous warrior running in to save something, okay? And I just want to say, like, make sure that you're doing what you're doing for the right reasons, not putting too much pressure on yourself to fix something that's already broken, okay? Especially if it was not your doing. I feel how Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius may want to be all things for all people because you find your worth in that way. Okay, if I show up, if I do the things, if I this, if I that, whatever, I'm wearing my badge of honor by all of the things that I'll do for everyone else, or the things that I'll buy for everyone else, or the way that other people see me and feel about me. Like, that's what gives me my confidence, my self-worth. And Spirit is saying that any of that aside, you know who you are when you rest at night. And sometimes you're tired. And when you do things because you feel obligated to do those things, because maybe you want to rush in and save the day, etc., but there's something inside of you that doesn't really want to, okay, that's a conflicting intention there. And Spirit is calling you to detach and disentangle from things that you don't want to do, even if you feel like, especially if you feel very pressured to keep step and do those things, okay? It must be in alignment with your authentic self. I have to say that. I kind of feel how some air signs are putting on some kind of, I don't know, costume and showing up and really doing a great job, but I feel how that's not lasting. You must be authentic. The costume might come off real great, it might create the kind of effect that you desire. It might really take things to the next level really quickly, but it's not true, not sustainable, not lasting, not for the long run. So Spirit is saying you've got to save yourself. Okay, you've got to save yourself. You are the luminous warrior for yourself, and sometimes the self can be lost because we're always worrying about others. And you may not know exactly where you're going just yet, but you won't know that as long as you're giving so much time, effort, and attention to these other things that you know are fading from your life or that you would like to cut away of the greatest and highest good. I feel how some air signs may be on a self-improvement journey. And I want to say that sometimes that causes you to make really challenging decisions about what you're going to be associated with, who you're going to be connected to, where you'll be allowed to go, what kinds of activities you will be doing. Like when you're on a personal development or a self-improvement journey, you're pulling away from some things that you know aren't good for the long term of your life or the betterment, the quality of your life, your health, whatever, your happiness, your satisfaction. But it doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it feels good. Some of those things, we love them. Some of them, we feel like we need them. Some of them, we don't know if we could make it without them. But Spirit is saying that luminous warrior trusts that it is the right thing to do. I see the lights here and here. And that's like solar plexus and third eye almost. That's what I see there. Solar plexus is your personal ambition, your confidence, your uniqueness, your authenticity. And that third eye, really connecting, third eye crown, really connecting with those upper chakras, the vision that you see for your life, and making peace with the fact that it may not include some of those same familiar, comfortable aspects that you're used to having around or that are used to having you. Additional factor, you've got number 26, talking smack. Obviously, this could be gossip, maybe even the reason why you want to disentangle from whatever this is, that talking smack. I mean, I really feel how this could be superficial conversation. People who are pessimistic, not wanting to entertain that same old whatever any longer, because man, like that doesn't add to the quality of my life, and it doesn't boost me up. In fact, it brings me down. Recognizing this, recognizing the changes that you would like to implement, and that it's okay to say so. You're not a bad person for not wanting drama in your life. You're not a bad person for wanting to disconnect from other things that bring you down or just seem like nonsense to you. This talking smack really is something from the outside that you don't care for. That's what I feel here. Oh, some air signs, it may not be outside of you. All right, look, Spirit's telling me right now that, we as human beings, sometimes we have like worthiness issues. You know what I mean? Like, well, that talking smack could be within yourself. So you, as the luminous warrior who wants to live a better life, who's living your life and living your journey, sometimes we talk down to ourselves, all within ourselves. See the circle here and the gold dot? Sometimes we talk down on ourselves within ourselves, and we believe the lies, the judgments that we cast on ourselves and on others. We believe those things, and it ties us up and prevents us from experiencing life in a bigger way, from some kind of an expansion, from opening up to more. All right. It's limiting. Bottom line, air sign. Spirit is saying to recognize the threads of thought that you are having. Recognize that you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You can control those bad boys. You can decide what you want to think about, and you can shut down thoughts that you don't want to entertain. It may take some effort and discipline and practice, but you can do it. Mindfulness is the practice of watching your thoughts, monitoring your thoughts, and deciding which thoughts you'll allow yourself to entertain because they're positive, they're healthy, they're beneficial to the quality of your life, and what kinds of thoughts you're going to decide to put away and not think anymore. It's not like they just disappear. It's the act of practicing and taking them away, telling them that's not true, because the judgments inside of our minds about ourselves that tell us we're insignificant, no one loves us, we'll never do that, we're not worthy, whatever these things are. Those are fear-based projections from the ego trying to protect us from the scary unknown, whatever that could happen. Okay. And they're not necessarily true. So sometimes that talking smack is in ourselves, about ourselves or other people. And Spirit is saying to recognize this. You can regain or retain control of your thoughts and mind patterns, mental patterns. It's up to you as the person who has those. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Removing those negative thoughts. Sometimes they creep right in, man. You make a mistake and you go, God, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Right? All in the headspace. Nobody heard me. How is that hurting anyone at all? It's hurting you. It carries an energetic weight of negativity. It's rolling around in your brain. And as the person who accidentally had that negative thought about yourself, it's important that you rectify that thought. So if you accidentally have the negative thought, I'm stupid, speak positive affirmations out loud 3 times to negate that energy pattern. Start doing this. I am smart. I'm educated. I'm clever. I'm witty, whatever. Okay. So negate that. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm not stupid. I am smart. Okay. Affirm, affirm, affirm. Remove that negative thought pattern every time that it happens. Every time that it happens, and retrain your brain. You can do this. If you have trouble with incessant thoughts, intrusive thoughts, you can shift your focus entirely, do something physical, do something mentally engaging, do something that has you feeling into your body, or use your mind intentionally by like counting backwards from 1,000 by 3s while you breathe really slowly and deeply. Listen here, brain, I'm in control of this bad boy, okay? So you can do those kinds of things until you're disciplined, until you get that brain in line. So some of this is within the air signs, but some of this is outside of you. And I want to say this talking smack is distasteful energy that you don't want to be involved in, and it is okay to pull away. You are that luminous warrior to save yourself. Air sign. I can feel how you have no more tolerance for the nonsense, all right? No more tolerance for the bullshit with good reason. You're allowed to feel that way. So pull away and invest in what's not that. Invest in what you want in your life. The more attention you give these negative aspects, the more overshadowing they are to your time, effort, and energy. Recognize that as well. Like, well, I hate that stuff and I'm going to be mad about it all day. And then I'm going to sit and I'm going to think about it all evening too. Tomorrow I might actually do something. Whoa. How much time did you give that of your free will? Like when it occupies your space. Okay. So spirit is saying to remove it and remove it for good. Do something different and don't entertain that same kind of energy pattern if you're actually trying to be rid of it. Wow. Gemini, the card that you have is number 19. This is a major arcana card. The sun, marriage, happiness, and bright prospects. So the sun is about happiness, hopefulness, optimism, blessings from the universe, having that bright future that you desire. I see this person on a horse with the red flag here. Now she is smiling. That red flag can indicate root chakra. So maybe you're moving into a brighter space like location or job promotion or whatever this is for Gemini. I feel how Gemini is moving onward and upward, and it's a beautiful thing. Now here with the energy card, you got number 46, the thinking man. I don't necessarily care for this card, okay? Especially in contrast to what you have going on. I feel like this is somebody else who is fixated on you and what you're doing and how you're supposed to do it. And that might be where this talking smack is coming in, okay? Like this other person, be it man, woman, whatever, the thinking man is someone who is intentionally focused on you in the headspace, all right? That's what I feel here. And it may be because they love you. It may be because you're bonded. It may be because you're spending a lot of time together, or because the outcome affects this person. Okay, whatever the case is, you've got to focus on your happiness. You've got to focus on your path ahead, Gemini. That person is focused on what's in the palm of their hand. They want you in the palm of their hand, okay? And you are off riding your horse into the sunset like, fuck your hand, fuck what you think, I don't care, okay? Because Gemini, you have your own thoughts, your own path, your own processes, and you too are tired of this stuff. You're pulling away. You are this warrior. And that talking smack is behind you as long as you let it lie. I encourage you to charge off into the sunset and remind yourself that people can think whatever they want. Yes, yes. Love you, hate you, otherwise. Like everybody has thoughts. I have all kinds of thoughts. Do you give a shit? Probably not. Okay, this thinking man, who cares? Who cares? Who is this person in your life? Do they love you? Do you love them? Do they pay your fucking bills? Right off into the sunset. Gemini, you've got this, and you've got this all on your own and in your control and within your path and plan and strategy. You know this. This is a byproduct. I want you to put your headphones or earbuds on and just put that stuff away. Don't even listen. Gemini. Yes, I love that, Melissa. Melissa says, I've used counting to help me get my brain back on track and stop being so negative or stressful. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Terry. I'm so glad you love the read. See, I read the cards. You see me shuffle. I read them. Thank you, God. The spirit shows up every time. Thank you, God, that this is something that you need to hear. And thank you, God, for allowing me to be of service in this way. Libra. Oh, boy. So Libra, you do have the disentangling, the luminous warrior, and the talking smack. I really feel how there's a little bit of a drama going on around Libra. You know what I mean? And it's almost like an entertainment factor. All right. Like, this is my life and this is how it flows. And if it gets boring, then I don't even know if we're all, I don't know, happy and love, whatever this could be. It's almost like there's no lull period. What is that, Heidi? What do you mean? But you're allowed to have something like a lull. Okay. You're allowed to, I feel how any attention is good attention in some scenarios, and I want to say that's not always the case. That's not always real healthy. So Libra, recognizing when something is not to your liking and setting a healthy boundary around that, so that you can co-create with the people that you care about in the healthiest ways possible. Okay, it's not like fuck Libra, I'm gonna just walk all over Libra's feelings here. But when you don't speak up, then that kind of happens. Okay, so Spirit is saying that it's up to you as the person who has your feelings to speak up about it, and those who are in company with you will receive this from you. Okay, you're not a burden to others because you have needs or priorities or feelings or ideas or opinions. Like that kind of stuff is gold. We are all unique, and we all have our own certain aspect that we get to put into the equation to like create something together. A relationship should be 50-50. I want to say to Libra, any relationship, romantic or otherwise, like there's a certain balance, a certain give and take exchange. And I feel how, some Libras may be allowing certain things to go on that are bothersome to their conscience or to their heart or whatever, for fear of rejection, disapproval, rubbing people the wrong way, whatever this could be. And I want to say to you that those people, when we don't say anything, it's received as if it's fine. Okay, well now the boundary's way out here on that, right? Because you didn't say anything. And then when we sit in that, we go, oh my, I have this huge resentment because my boundary was stepped on, and nobody knew there was a boundary. So now you're just having this resentment inside of yourself about a boundary that was crossed that you never spoke up about. And you have the opportunity to salvage this here. You have the opportunity to speak up and communicate with those people who matter to you. And if they get mad, who cares? You've been mad for a while, right? Because of this whole boundary thing. It's not going to create the kind of response that you are afraid of. Okay, people need to receive you so that you can have an authentic connection and everyone's comfortable. Okay, and might as well start now. If it's worth it to you, it's worth it to them, might as well start now. Okay, there's nothing that you can lose by starting now. And if you lose a person, then it's not the person anyway. Thank you, God. Okay, let's just say this. Now, Libra, let's get with your cards. You have Major Arcana card number 6, the Lovers. Love affairs, romance building again within the marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. Okay, and then you also have the card number 41, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So Archangel Uriel, 7th chakra is the crown chakra here. I feel how this is the communication, the relationships that you have, the need to be perfect. Okay, that's what I feel here for Libra is like, well, I don't want to say no because I want to be the perfect person, or I want to be easygoing, I don't want to cause a fuss, and then it'll be smooth, and they'll like me or accept me or have a pleasant time or whatever this is. But the need to be perfect is keeping you still like a statue and preventing some of that authenticity. Okay, and also your needs being met, which is a crucial part of any relationship or connection. So for Libras here, I also want to say, some Libras, maybe this isn't about other people. Maybe this is about you and how you feel about you, and how you may be a little too hard on yourself and holding yourself in a very rigid stance so that you have to be this certain kind of person for that person, and this task, and whatever else you have going on. The standards and the expectations that we can hold over our own heads can sometimes be the things that hurt us the most, because they prevent us from really feeling free and comfortable enough to shine. All right, so Libra, this week Spirit is encouraging you to open up, to speak, to communicate, to lean into those loving relationships, or the relationships that you consider to be important. Open those lines of communication, and don't be afraid to set a healthy boundary, man. When something happens that you don't like, or there's some kind of topic that arises and you don't want to speak about that, or it makes you uncomfortable, like, it's up to you to say this, to let people know to put your foot down. No one is going to think less of you or disrespect you for doing so. And if they do, then that speaks volumes to the connection. Libra. Aquarius is next. You guys got a lot of sixes here. A lot of fours too. Stability. All right. So Aquarius, now you have disentangling, the luminous warrior, and talking smack. So I feel how you are attempting to better yourself, okay? And others may not support you in the ways that you would like. Maybe you feel like it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or whatever this could be. Like, I'm trying to do all the right things, and then I hit this hurdle, and then I run into this or that, the other thing. Disentangling from whatever used to be, and it takes a while. It's a disciplined act and a practice to decide to do this other thing instead, or to be this other way instead, or to choose the right path, take that high road. If that's the case with the luminous warrior and the talking smack, I feel how there's the call to be better than I used to be. Okay. And the fact that others might not see this. Okay. Others might not see that or support it. You might have some of that old past coming back in to try to goad you or trigger you or whatever this could be. And it's up to you to say, nope, I'm not entertaining that any longer. All right. So Aquarius, you have major arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Stability or stabilizing influence coming into your life. That's great. Stability is absolutely fantastic. So I feel like there's an aspect of sacrifice here for Aquarius. You are giving up immaturity. You are giving up something else to achieve something better. Okay. And then there's, I feel here how there could be the resentment against the stuff that you have to give up. Oh my God, why do I have to give up that stuff so that I can live a better life? Why can't I just have it all? Why can't I just have everything at all? And Spirit is saying sometimes, maybe in the future you can, but sometimes you're asked to stay away from or give up things that aren't necessarily in the greatest and highest good of you or others, so that you can continue up leveling in new ways that are going to be more gratifying to your soul than you can even realize now. It's about giving those things up, even begrudgingly, because you know it's the right thing to do, choosing right in the moment, even if it's hard, because you know it's the right thing to do for your stability, your security, and the kind of life that you want to be living. I feel Aquarius taking a look at the beard on this person. Who am I? What kind of a legacy am I leaving to people? What do I have to offer the world? What do I show for myself? What is my kingdom like? Who do I have around me? The card is number 14, carrying connections. Carrying connections. Look at that embrace. The 1 and the 4, I can feel how Aquarius is attempting to really create some stability here. This is number 4, and this is 1 and 4. Like, I got my kingdom, but where's that partner? Or where's those camaraderie, the companionship? Okay, where are those people that I can trust? I feel this here, talking smack. Maybe you're having issues this week with people whom you're supposed to be able to trust. All right, and you're not liking the attitudes, or maybe you're outgrowing them in some kind of ways, and there's a clash going on here. I see how this is your kingdom. And if you care about these people, are you guys on equal footing? That's what I want to say. Is everyone showing up for everyone else in an equal way? Because I can see that's what you desire. But are you holding up your end, and are others holding up their end here with the talk and smack? It's okay to pull away. It's okay to pull away and focus on yourself, focus on your path, focus on your journey. It's okay to pull away from anything that seems unhealthy, anything that brings you down, that lowers the quality of your own vibrational frequency. And what vibrational frequency you are emitting is what is magnetizing through the law of attraction the kind of life that you're going to have tomorrow and in the future. So the more you embody healthy, high vibrational, loving energy, open to connections, open to support, open to love, and luminous living is what Spirit is saying here, then you're encouraging experiences to arrive that validate all of that for you. However, there's something here for Aquarius about, I've said this a few different times. something about outgrowing an old version of yourself, or holding something against you, backpedaling a little bit, like, well, I'm doing a lot better, but I still, do that thing, and then that brings me down or whatever. So look, progress, not perfection. I want to say to you that, Spirit wants to say, look at the worst thing that you feel yourself to be doing in your life. Like, real stuff here. Look at the very worst thing. I know you know what I'm talking about here. Like, oh shit, yes. Ugh, I wish I didn't do that. Or I wish I didn't have that. Or I wish I didn't act that way. Or whatever this could be. The worst thing. Look at that worst thing. Are you really doing that bad? Like, are you really doing that bad? If you look at the worst thing you got going on right now. Spirit wants you to recognize that you've been through worse, you've seen worse, you've done worse, and there's no more of that. All you've got to do is be your best self today. And when you encounter those challenging decisions, just try to make the right one. Try to make the right, best decision for yourself, for your future. Pull away from what's not right, and double down on what is. That's your future. That's what you want in your life, the stability, people you can trust, people you can count on. But you won't find that as long as you're hanging around people that you can't. Then that's all you can see. Take that as it resonates. Aquarius. That's what I have for the air signs today. This is going to be long. I appreciate you, air signs. I think I get a little faster as we get to moving along. Next is going to be the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Sending love, you guys. Sending love. I see you there. All right. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Your vibes for the week ahead. And thank you guys for hanging out with me and sending stars and all the things that you do. Woo. Additional factors. That's how I feel, Catherine. Sometimes I feel like this is crazy. Like I'm in a time loop. Like something is like this just happened. No way. And then it'll happen. And I'm like all confused. And I don't know. Time doesn't exist. I believe you. Anybody else notice weird time things going on? Like, no way. It's been a lot longer than that, or a lot shorter than that, or whatever. It seems like not right. I guess I'm the only one. Nope. Cancer. No, just one, please. Make it good. I'll do my best, Mama. Look, I said just one for Cancer. Check that out. Wow. Scorpio. Scorpio. Woo, there it goes. Pisces. Interesting. Yes. Yes, it has gone by so quick. Like, I can't even believe it. Hold on now. Oh. Okay. That's crazy. All right, I got some cards here for everyone. This is water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, your vibes for the week ahead. You've got brick wall. Brick wall. So this indicates like no, stop, pause, this kind of thing. Okay. Putting a brick wall around yourself away from other people. This could be a hermit mode kind of thing. This could be an unplugged, I'm unplugging my phone and turning things off and not answering my door and this kind of thing. It could totally be that for you this week. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So brick wall is the need for that distance, that solitude. It's the need to block yourself in and away from others. So if you find yourself too rushed and too busy and not able to do this, Spirit is calling you to pencil in some alone time, most definitely like every day, making sure that you've got a good 30 minutes solid to unplug and get away from others. However, I kind of feel how you might already be doing this anyway. All right, just not answering the phone. I'm not really engaging surface level stuff because I got things going on and I'm really kind of closed off right now because I've got things going on inside of me. Okay. And that's not unwarranted for the water signs. The card that you have here about what's going on is number 39, the owl. So 3 and 9 could be the catalyst for changes and closing up the final loose ends of the cycle before you actually complete the chapter of your life. Okay, that 3 and 9 speaks to me in that way. Also, the owl is about wisdom. Okay, guidance on your journey, looking at the past with clarity. The owl is a night bird. Okay, and I see this kind of moon here behind it. Spirit being on your side as you are within the confines of your solitude or your safe place while you're mending, recuperating, taking a look at your life then and now, what you have going on. Water sign, Spirit is really speaking to you about the wisdom that you have, the different facets of experience that you have held, and you've not lost anything at all. You have it all within you. You have all the tools, all the knowledge, all the experience, all the resources within you and at your fingertips to move in whatever direction you desire when the time is right. And I do not feel like the time is right now because this brick wall is here. Okay, that means clarity is going to be found in your solitude. If you are not meditating, please meditate. Spend some time in prayer with God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, whoever that is for you, because that's who shows up for your prayers. Okay, hey Spirit, come sit with me tonight from 6 to 6:30, please. That's going to be my time to brick wall myself and just sit in the energy of Spirit and flush my system, feel the peace, whatever this could be, because I really do feel how you have the knowledge and the education and the wisdom to decide what you want to do to improve the quality of the circumstances of your life potentially. Okay, but right now it's like time to pause and regroup and just breathe and rest. It's not the time to take action. It is the time to find that clarity, and the clarity will only be found within yourself. Additional factor, you have the card number 1, right side up. So I feel how that may be the ticket here, is that you finally really see things clearly, or maybe you're finally able to speak up and communicate about the way that you feel about things. This brick wall could be your healthy boundaries. All right. And this right side up, I see the blues around here. Like I'm speaking. Blue is the color of communication. Okay. I feel like I'm vocalizing exactly how I feel on the up and up. On the surface, things are, I need to say this. Like that's what I feel for the water signs. So I encourage you to set those healthy boundaries. And if those boundaries aren't received, then you can obviously see that this won't work. Okay, boom, bottom line. That's how the clarity is found. You've got to be straightforward. You've got to be direct. Okay, you've got to be wise enough, mature enough to see this through, to speak up about what needs to be said. Okay, because you are the one living your life and stepping into whatever circumstances you deal with throughout the day. All right, no more closing off. I feel like there is an aspect of the water signs maturity. Like I feel how you might be the senior member or the authority or the matriarch or the patriarch or whatever in your family. However, your voice has not been heard for quite some time. Maybe you've been busy, maybe you haven't felt the inclination to speak up about these things, and now they're finally under your skin to the point where I've got to freaking say something. I've earned my right to speak up about this, and in fact, I'm quite aware and knowledgeable, much more so than you guys think. Okay, so I really feel how the water signs are stepping up to the plate for themselves this week to advocate for their needs while keeping this healthy boundary, because you truly know that no one else can hurt you. You truly know that there is nothing that is going to be detrimental that occurs through you stepping up and advocating, okay, or having that healthy boundary around that thing that is so important to you. Okay, you know that it's the right thing to do and the sure thing to do, and you're able to really do it now. But I want to say that doesn't mean it's easy. All right, it doesn't mean you don't have fears. It doesn't mean you don't overthink it, or afterwards you think back everything that was said and go, oh my God, why did I say that? I should have said this. I should have said that. Right? You start coming up with all the great things that you really should have said, to drop that mic on the room. And Spirit says, just do your best. Just do your best. If you're that person, kind of figure out what you'd like to say before you step into the room and say it. If you need to go to the restroom to formulate those thoughts and then come back to do that, no one will be the wiser. Okay. You can do that. So I'm going to get a little more deep now with the signs. Thank you for the feedback. Hi, Aliyah. So Cancer. Cancer. You have all of this, okay? And you also have major arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Stability or stabilizing influence coming into your life, okay? So I feel like you're pretty stable, all right? I feel like you are the emperor of your life. You have that stability. You're inside this brick wall, all stable as fuck, all right? Knowing what's right, knowing what's wrong, knowing what you want. You're wise, you're experienced, you're mature. And I feel how you can really see things and say things and attempt to implement some kind of change, okay? And that can also, like this owl, the more I look at it, Cancer, the more it starts to look a little cunning to me, a little pissed off to me, to be completely honest. So I feel how, Cancer, you might be a little bit irritated with what you see going on and the lack of change or progress, the lack of support that you may receive, whatever. That's where that resentment builds, that no one knows about, because we had this need or expectation that was never met, even though nobody knew we needed that. So I want to say this other card you have is number 15, appreciation. Cancer. I just want to say sometimes we can be a little bit pessimistic. Sometimes we can get our feelings hurt and be like, you know what, everything sucks. The world is garbage. My house is trash, and we can have that kind of vibe. And Spirit is just calling you to remember that a bad mood passes. A bad day doesn't have to last. You can decide to shift that focus and become grateful for the little blessings that you do have, like the fucking brick wall, like your healthy boundaries, like the stability that you've created for yourself, the clarity that you are finding. This is all something to appreciate, be grateful for. It is not driving people away from you or from loving you. It's driving the wrong energies away from your sovereignty. Okay. And you deserve this, Cancer. So be grateful for what you have and stand firm in what you believe in, and don't settle for anything less. Okay, so Scorpio now. Scorpio, you've got the brick wall, the owl, and the right side up. So I feel like this is you secluding yourself to make some kind of decision here with the owl, bringing that clarity, that wisdom, right side up, seeing things clearly and being able to vocalize that for the number 1, you advocating for yourself. The card that you have is the 2 of Wands. Stay or go, this or that. It says here, short journey, movement to or near water. So I don't really agree with that right now. I really feel like this is you shifting tracks, kind of deciding this or that, stay or go. We're going to do things this way, or this is the way I'm doing things. This 2 of Wands can be planning to take a trip, planning to get a different job, new location, whatever this is for Scorpio. However, I feel how that this is not going to happen before any of this. Okay. So you are in this mode, finding clarity about your best next steps. Okay. And while you're in this mode, finding that clarity, something will arise, something will occur to you. You will find that clarity, that inspiration, and be able to step firmly in another direction that will start a new process for you, a new chapter, that kind of thing. The card you have here is number 28, victory. Obviously, that's a great card, but I'm really clued into this 2 and the 8. You know what I mean? Two people, two co-creating, the 8 manifesting. You know what I mean? I kind of feel how Scorpio's life might be on pause a little bit because they're waiting for other people to kind of jump on board or to see how that unfolds in them before I can feel like life's comfortable again. Okay, so Spirit is saying to remember that those other things don't make or break the quality of life that you live, and you can decide to continue to be content and enjoy your life with satisfaction if you so choose, whether or not these other things fall in line. Okay, however, it matters. Okay, it does matter. So Spirit is saying to unplug, set those healthy boundaries, find that clarity within your solitude. You know what you can live with, and I feel how there is knowledge that Scorpio can impart to others to help them live better lives or whatever this is. But I just want to remind you that even if you impart the best knowledge and it makes so much sense and it lands so deeply, like, they don't have to do it. You know what I mean? It's not up to you. Sometimes other people's souls crave whatever else in their life path journey that causes them to take actions that contradict your loving guidance or advice. Okay, even if it comes from a very wise, experienced place. So I want to say to you that other people's free will choices are not your responsibility, Scorpio. You've got to keep your side of the street clean and do your best. And I know that you know that. Pisces now. Pisces, you've got major arcana card number 7, the Chariot. Movement of residence, journey, victory over a situation or problem, balancing the opposite polarities. So this is major arcana cards. Fast movement, journey, resolution, something happening right now. Movement of residence. This clearly says that things are happening fast. However, I feel how Pisces, maybe you're already cocooned in this brick wall. All right. Maybe you're already all wrapped up, just waiting to take that next step, take that move, whatever it is here for you. This clarity will be found while you're in your solitude, using your mature, logical mind, okay, to decide what it is that you want to do, because this is a big change. Even if this could be moving location, it could be getting another job. It could also be an inner journey where you really explore who you are, the black and the white of your past, of your present. You recognize your sovereignty. You're the person who drives your life. You know what I mean? Without you, none of this other stuff would be involved or matter. So I feel how Pisces might have already pulled in and have that brick wall around them, but not quite feel very empowered to take actions of their own authority. I kind of feel a factor of guilt here. Like, well, if I do this, then it's going to hurt that or those people or whatever. Maybe it's going to hurt you a little bit to move away from some of those other things. But Spirit is saying, like, weigh it out, man. do you want this? Or can you handle the lack of this other thing that you may sacrifice in order to get this? Like, okay, well, maybe I'm leaving the neighborhood, and the neighborhood is familiar and comfortable, and there's a sadness there. If I'm going to leave the neighborhood, go to this new place, I don't know what this is about. That new place might be so incredibly enriching that it really overshadows any of the sadness that you might have felt by leaving the familiar comfort of whatever this is. Okay, so Pisces, you've got 2 cards that came for you. The first one is indecision, number 8. So 8 is the number of manifestation. Indecision means like you're sitting in an indecisive energy. You're attracting and magnetizing the same experience. Okay, so sitting in a procrastinating energy or not wanting to choose or decide is a decision to stay in that limbo. All right, so indecision. And then you've got the card number 6, contract. Wow. She's blindfolded. She's weighing the pros and the cons there with the contract. Indecision. So I feel how Pisces, you might be, in your hermit mode, having this wisdom, knowing kind of what you want to go on and seeing this clarity. Spirit is calling you to really advocate for yourself, this right side up. Like, I feel how Spirit is saying, Pisces, Don't sell yourself short. If you want something, go for it. If you want that thing, reach that high. No one is going to take it away from you or limit you but you. Okay? This Chariot is something happening really fast because you've made the decision that you're worth it, or that you want it, or that you're willing to put effort in that direction. Once you make that decision, it's going to happen very quickly. I really feel how Pisces needs to let their past self go and recognize that you deserve better in the future, and that you can have better, and that you can reach for better, and that you can keep up and uphold better. You can. So don't shortchange yourself. You deserve that next level that you are reaching for. That's what I have for the water signs. Sending love. Hi, Rachel from Arizona. Hi, Jackie from Massachusetts. Jay Calvins Burns is a mighty Capricorn. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. We're going to get to the fire signs next. Fire signs next. Thank you. I'm so glad to know that it resonated, Sissy. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that because, you know, I do these readings blind. I just shuffle the cards, read the cards, and thank you, God, that Spirit shows up no matter what. Hi, Susan Meister-Moore. Hello, lady. So good to see you. All right, so now we're going to go with fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Diane's from Massachusetts too. Man, I can't wait to travel the country. I just want to go make pit stops everywhere and visit all you guys, give hugs all the way around. You know what I mean? That'd be so awesome. Oop, hold on. Oh boy. Fire signs, man, they calling you out. I'm telling you what. This is going to be interesting. Aw, Susie, thank you for those stars, darling. I do receive 1 penny per star, and they all add up, and it does help me to pay for these snazzy graphics and all the things. So thank you so much, Susie, for those stars. I do these readings here for free, and if you guys wanted to send me a donation or anything like that, my link is in your description box, but it's not required. You know what I mean? It's just a show of gratitude. However, I don't have another job. This is what I do. So thank you guys for all of that. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for booking a session, ordering a tarot video, all of these things, the stars, they all help me. So thank you so much. All right, let's get with Aries now. Whew, damn, that one fell. Hold on. Leo. Oh, it's this one. Sagittarius. And I'm going to get the energy oracle here. Aries. Oh, Leo. This is interesting, man. I'm feeling some limbo. Darling, we started with the air signs today. Yes, we started with the air signs, and we've done the water signs. These are the fire signs, and we'll close it up with the earth signs and a group pick a card message. Hi, Jasmina. Hello, welcome in. I'm just about to read for the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then I'll do the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and then a group pick a card message. All right. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. Your vibes for the week ahead. So I have some very lovely cards in my deck, and this one's just it's not supposed to be real special. It's just it's whatever. The glass isn't half empty, it's not half full, it's bland, it's boring, it's dull, it's stagnant, it's just Okay, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Spirit is calling you this week to take a look at where your life seems a little boring, a little bland, where it's lacking some kind of enrichment that you could potentially bring in for yourself. This may be you just kind of in the dulls and the blahs. We go through this kind of phase from time to time where nothing is really interesting, and I need to say that it's a choice to remain in that same energy. If you just aren't feeling anything, then hey, let it be so. But Spirit is calling you to make sure that you are caring for your minimum basic needs. All right. It's one thing when we just don't want to do stuff, we're down in the dumps or whatever it is. But sometimes we need to see a doctor. I'll just say this, I'm not a medical doctor of anything at all, but once in a while it does help to receive medication or therapy or counseling or any of these things that are available to assist us as we maneuver through this dimension. Okay. However, if you are just feeling like non-committed, I feel a non-committal type of thing, Spirit is calling you to allow yourself to feel your feelings. That way you can find that clarity, man. Why do I feel this way about this, that, the other thing, myself, my life, my time, my day? And once you're tired of that, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I should shake it up a little. Maybe I should decide to do something a little different. Okay, but it's up to you to decide what that is and when it's appropriate. The card that you have here, what's going on? You've got the number 52, stand still. So I kind of kept these together here because they seem very similar to me. This 5 and 2 speaks to me about changing the way that you are co-creating with life. Changing the way that you are co-creating with the world, because the same old ways aren't really satisfying to you any longer. You might feel in limbo. You might feel like there's a standstill. Nothing's happening. Life's on pause right now, or maybe you wish it would be. Maybe you don't have enough time to stop and pause. However, I feel like something's got to give. Something's got to change. And it has to do with the way that you are spending your time and the way that you feel about your life. Like Spirit is really encouraging you, if you have the spare time, to pick up a hobby. And if you don't have the spare time, like I'm always busy, like these moments or these chores, obligations, tasks, duties, is there a way that you could bring more life, more fun, more invigorating energy into this? Is there a way that you can, so that you can make it more enjoyable for yourself? I mean, the reality is life can't always be sunshine and roses, okay? But we can do our best to make it as exciting and enjoyable for ourselves as possible with what it is that we have going on. So that is what Spirit is calling for the fire signs. Don't settle for just whatever. Don't settle for just blah, right? You're the one who knows what maybe would be right for you. And if you don't know, you'll trying different things to find out is what Spirit is saying. Okay, deciding to undertake a new hobby, if you're able to do that. A hobby, a craft, an activity, a group, going out into nature, different things that shake up the traditional norm of your week, that kind of just smooth out the wrinkles in the patterns that you have going on. Okay. And they're also bringing me back to those chores, tasks, duties, obligations. Music. Are you somebody who can incorporate music while you do things? Earbuds, headphones, this kind of thing can help to kind of pep things up as you're tackling those boring tasks or obligations that otherwise, you might begrudge but need done. So Spirit is saying it's up to you to spice up your life. It's up to you to make your life worth living for yourself. You're the one who's living it, and you're the one who knows. Now, additional factor, you got number 45, loud and clear. So maybe you are speaking up about these things. Or maybe you're just receiving the message very loud and clear about things that are distasteful for you. I just can't stand that anymore. I don't want to be involved in that anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk to that person. My needs aren't met, whatever. I feel how there's a lack of progress here. And maybe but maybe others don't quite get the message. Okay. And you might be shouting it from the rooftops, or you think that you are. And I can feel how nothing's really happening. Okay. So, You cannot stop and back down just because you're not seeing progress or reciprocity in these areas. Spirit is saying to continue living authentically and setting your healthy boundaries, communicating openly, and advocating for yourself and your needs. That is the best way to co-create with whatever's going on. Okay. And really, you've got to listen to your body signals, man. I feel like some of this is maybe you not giving it to others. Some of this is you denying it within yourself. I'm fine. I'm fine. My back doesn't hurt that bad. I'm going to keep pushing through this anyway. And then later I'm going to be like, oh my God, my back, my this, my that. Right. I'm feeling this for fire signs here, how you might push yourself too hard and not listen to your body's cues or your emotional cues. You might allow boundaries to be overstepped and then later kick yourself for not saying anything. Spirit is calling you to start bringing your awareness to these things in the moment where you can make those adjustments and address those things, as opposed to kicking yourself later and then still being involved or whatever. I know I'm kind of going off on left field here, but I hope the fire signs are following me. This is not for everybody, but it certainly is for some. So listening to your body's cues and honoring your own needs, coming back to that basic care. You must rest sufficiently. You must stay hydrated. You must eat sufficiently for whatever you need. Okay. There's an aspect of exercise that's necessary. There's an aspect of hygiene that is necessary. Okay. And sometimes we might fall into these patterns of who gives a crap and neglect some of these things. And even just one of those things can, it's a burden. Fuck it. I'll hold it over until tomorrow, and it creates this deficit and this pattern of lack of self-care. All right. And lack of listening to your cues and listening to what it is that your body needs. Bottom line, you are not your body. You are a soul and you have a body, and the body is in your care, and the body will take you anywhere you need to go for your entire lifetime as long as you maintain it. Okay. And that means basic minimum needs, that rest, that hydration, the food, the exercise, the hygiene. These are things just like a vehicle. A car needs maintenance to continue driving you anywhere you need to go. The body needs maintenance. You cannot ignore it forever. And along those same lines, fire signs, it's like the emotional boundaries also need maintenance, and you cannot ignore those forever. That also leaves its mark. It also brings you down. It also causes issues within you. So speaking up and setting boundaries is necessary. Maybe you need a pause, and maybe you need to give yourself that. Loud and clear, stand still. Maybe like, oh, I have this schedule, I've got to keep it up, and my schedule is so busy and I've got all these things to do. Well, fire sign, pencil in just one more thing for yourself. You need it. 30 minutes of uninterrupted time. 1 hour to watch your favorite show or read that book or sip your beverage and have a smoke or whatever you want to fucking do. Okay. Spirit is saying to you, water sign. I'm sorry, not water sign, fire sign. Forgive me. Spirit is saying to you, fire sign, that it's up to you to give yourself what you need so that you can function in all of the ways that are best for you and be healthy and happy. You're moving in that direction. Now, Aries here, you've got the 5 of Cups. Money losses. All is not lost. If you look behind, you may have something to salvage. Okay, so those are the taglines on the card, but the 5 of Cups is about regretting the losses of the past, regretting it so deeply that you could maybe not be so grateful about what you have going on today. Okay, now the card to support this is number 42, woman holding a coin. Okay, so I can feel with Aries here how maybe in the past you were more financially sustainable. Maybe your life was, a little bit more predictable, a little more stable, more satisfying for you in the past. Now, even now, look at this. Like, well, if the past was so great, what was going on there? Okay, what can you do to invite in some of that invigorating energy into your now moments? I know it's not going to have the same people, it's not going to be those same experiences, but you are the person who holds the coin, the physical, tangible objects in your life that can make something happen. instead of dwelling on the past or dwelling on what you don't have. It's easy. It's easy to say, oh man, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Life was so much better before. But when that becomes the predominant mindset, then you're blocking yourself from receiving beneficial gifts that will activate you to brighter spaces. You're resonating on a lower vibe frequency. Spirit is encouraging you, Aries, to shift that mindset into gratitude, into actionable steps, what you can do to create something that is more exciting or enjoyable for your life just in this moment, just today, just in this moment. And keep doing that for yourself. And before you know it, you're not going to be worrying about what used to be, okay? You're going to be excited about what is. Yes, I said water sign, so hey. Sorry about that. But yes, take it as it resonates. Our birth charts are so dynamic that they may resonate on more than just your sun sign level. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so Leo, you have stand still, loud and clear. You also have the Ace of Swords, frustrations, double-edged sword, hollow victory. So the Ace of Swords is also clarity. The Ace of Swords is also clarity, having an epiphany, knowing the truth of the matter. Do you see this sword is in this person's hand? They're able to cut through the bullshit and know exactly what's going on. Okay. I also feel how this could be, man, yes, clarity about the way that you're spending your time, okay, and the things that you want to be involved in, the way that you can brighten your day. This is card also number one. Ace is one. This is number one. I'm loving all these ones for Leo here because this is about you deciding who you are and where to place your focus on what you'll allow in your life and not settling for less just because that's the way it's always been, right? Well, then it won't be any different unless you activate change. I feel this is change here, this Ace of Swords, but it does say hollow victory. Some changes are a little bit challenging. It says double-edged sword, so you might cut the sword and it might cut you back. However, the sun is here. That's about opening to new patterns, opening to new ways of being, new blessings from the universe, stepping out into the sunshine, enjoying your life because you're the one who's living it, and cutting away any bullshit that doesn't line up with you feeling like a good person living a good life, Leo. Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, you got the 10 of Cups, happiness, good things, part of your celebration. 10 of Cups can be about the emotional support network that you have in your life, your family, your friends, partner, etc. At work or at home, those people that you spend the most time with, the people that give back to you in a real way, or your lack of that. Okay. So I want to say to you, I see here for Sagittarius, like the standstill, the loud and clear, like things are at a pause. You're not really happy. You know exactly what needs done. But there's some kind of an imbalance here where it's not exactly reciprocal. You have number 22, yin yang, the yin yang, the balance, the reciprocity. But here with the egg card, it's lacking here. There's a standstill. I'm not getting the reciprocity that I need from the people that I'm in connection with. Sagittarius, it's up to you to speak up about this if you have unmet needs, or if you need assistance, or if you need to delegate so that everything can move in a smoother direction. I feel a hesitancy from Sagittarius to want to speak up, which confuses me a little bit because typically Sagittarius does not mind to vocalize what exactly is going on. So I'm wondering if you feel like you're beating your head against the wall, like, oh my God, I've said this so many times and it's just an incorrectable behavior or whatever this could be. Then Sagittarius spirit is calling you to call a spade and recognize that other people have their own free will choices as well, and they don't have to be the way that you think that they should be. They don't have to, but in the same note, if you're not okay with who it is that they are, you don't have to remain in connection or in communication with them. Okay, I kind of feel how there's a few different stubborn energies here, and maybe nobody wants to speak up because nobody feels it'll be well received. I see the triangle on the card here. There's no need for that. There's no need to triangulate against one another to create the kind of change that you desire. Healthy and fair and balanced change is what you want. So speak about it on the surface. Get everyone involved so that everyone's on the same page and moving in that direction. I feel how someone is too stubborn to speak up or has some kind of resistance or apprehension towards that. But Spirit is saying that's exactly what needs to happen. Sagittarius. And all of the fire signs. Thank you, fire signs. Oh. These cards are just going every direction today. I'm telling you, I picked up more cards off the floor during this live than I have all month. All right, who's ready for those earth signs? I'm an earth sign. I'm an earth sign. Ooh, ooh. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, earth signs. Your vibes for the week ahead. Oh. Thank you, Miss Leo, Betty Greibel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the feedback, darling. Whoop. Just one. Earth signs, additional factors. Wow. Wow. Oh, Maria, you sweetheart, you've been here the whole time. You have been here the whole time. Oh. Let's see. So now we're going to go deeper with Taurus. Taurus. Oh. Virgo. Nope. Virgo. Oh my gosh. Capricorn. Wow. And the energy oracle for Taurus, please. For Taurus, please, on the bottom. Virgo. Capricorn. Sorry, guys. I'm just flinging things everywhere. My bad. All right, let's get here now. Earth signs. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Your vibes for the week ahead. You've got caged. I know it. I know it. Okay, so this beautiful butterfly here has so much potential, all right, but there is some things or whatever preventing this butterfly from expansion, okay? This is a social butterfly who has things to go and do. However, there's an aspect of restriction or confinement around the earth signs this week. And this could be restrictions put on you from others, rules around whatever your behavior. Maybe you're stuck indoors because you have the flu. Who knows what this is and the reasons why you're caged. These can also be your bars that you put around yourself because you prevent yourself from stretching into different ways. Sometimes we put the bars around ourselves to keep ourselves safe in different scenarios. Okay, so earth signs, Caged is not necessarily the best card to have for the week ahead. However, recognizing that the cage is an illusion is what Spirit is bringing forward, is that the feeling is there of being unable to move or do or speak or branch out in whatever directions you may feel urged to do so, but something may be preventing you from doing that so freely. So recognizing where that resistance is at, and if it is out of alignment with your inner urges, with your own free will and your intentions, that is where your power lies. When you can recognize where the bars are at, who put them there, you can poof, make them disappear. You can see right through them. You can stand up and leave that cage. All right. Earth signs. However, recognizing whatever may be restricting you is half the battle. All right. Sometimes we don't recognize the things that are keeping us from expansion, from joy, from glowing, from shining, from doing more, from loving, from being that beautiful social butterfly. Like, it doesn't mean you're stuck in one spot. You just may feel like you can't be free. All right. Whatever area of life this is for the earth signs. My hand is hurting right now. Spirit uses my body to bring through messages at times. And this is about doing things that you want to do. All right. With your time, with your money, with your willpower, and the inability to do that due to whatever circumstances, either outside of yourself or fears within you. That is what Spirit is calling for the earth signs this week. Now, what's going on? The card is number 21, the Gatherer. Now, the Gatherer, I do feel how this is a resourceful card. Okay. A resourceful card, gathering the knowledge or the resources that you might need, tucking some things away, packing bags, whatever, downsizing this, that, making yourself knowledgeable and aware of whatever you need to know so that you can transcend that cage. I also feel the victimhood in this card. I'm sorry, but there's like hunters and there's gatherers, and this is not a fucking hunter. That's not a hunter. So I kind of feel a little bit of victimization in the earth sign, some passivity here, a submission. I feel how you may feel it's the smart play to just surrender or to pull in and to play nice, just to mind your P's and Q's until something else unfolds in the future. I can feel how it's a self-preservation kind of thing for the earth signs, and it's not unwarranted. We all protect ourselves in whatever ways we have learned or feel are right for us. And I can feel how this caged and the gatherer just makes me feel like the earth signs might feel a touch defeated this week or at this time. A little bit like I can't trust anyone but myself, and I need to educate myself or at least prepare myself in whatever ways necessary for the future. That's why this gatherer is making sure that their needs are going to be met, okay, regardless of the cages that they might feel to be around themselves. All right, really pulling in and getting down to the basics, recognizing that you are the person who's in care of yourself and your body. Again, that's coming in. Additional factor to card is number 45, loud and clear. I know the fire signs got this too, but now the earth signs have got it. The energy patterns hit us all. So this is about you and your intuition and your inner knowing and feeling. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Recognizing that the ways in which you don't feel free, those are the bars of the cage that you are able to transcend. You're bumping into the edges because they're not supposed to be there. This gathering is you equipping yourself to be brave enough to bust through that shit. Earth sign, but it may not be the right time. Okay. Now's the time to feel brave, to get strong, to get yourself there. Okay. Before you bust through that cage, whatever it is for you. This loud and clear means you know what I'm talking about. Your intuition is speaking to you on the regular basis, and it might be telling you things that you don't want to hear. That's part of this. Your intuition is telling you that this cage is wrong. Your intuition is telling you that you'll never transcend it. Your ego mind, your fears are telling you that you'll never transcend it. Okay, so there's a couple different things going on for the earth signs, and I need you to know that you are the most powerful person living your life. Everyone else, and even your fears, might be very loud and very persuasive because they don't have control in the ways that they may think or you may think. All right. So recognizing that you're the one who makes your life happen. So you get to decide what you're going to be about. And I don't feel like this is going to last very long, but you must recognize the cage in your life before you can transcend it. And this gatherer is equipping yourself to deal with the future and the new way of being after you transcend the cage. Thank you, A, on YouTube. I appreciate the feedback. I understand I'm a Virgo too, and I am sending you love. Taurus. Taurus, you've got the Queen of Cups here. The taglines say woman over 25 years, blue eyes, fair or brown hair, soft, gentle, and motherly. So Taurus, Queen of Cups. Now, this is about you being a loving person. All right. The people that you love, the Queen of Cups is a nurturing and loving and giving individual. All right. Can sometimes be taken advantage of. Okay, I just want to say that for Taurus, I feel here how you might be in a cage of generosity. Like you somehow found yourself in this corner where you've given the shirt off your back, or you've overgiven to the point of not having such healthy boundaries in certain areas. And it's been challenging for you to rectify the situation. Now, the card from the Energy Oracle that came out is number 13, financial constraints. So I feel how Taurus, this financial constraints may indicate that you have overgiven or maybe paid off some kind of a cause, etc. With this Queen of Cups here, I've given to something, and now I find myself in a predicament. Okay, so recognizing that if that's the case, you can use your best judgment and free will choice not to do that again in the future, especially if you had forewarning like this loud and clear, like, darn it, I knew I shouldn't have done that. And in fact, now I find myself back in this negative pattern or cycle that is challenging for me, even though I thought it would be different this time. Okay, I feel how Taurus may feel this way, and recognizing when your intuition was speaking to you and you shushed it and told it to be quiet, like you'll never do that again. Your intuition will now be louder and clearer than it's ever been, and it will continue to speak to you until you make the changes and adjustments that you know you need to make for your life. That cage could be a cage built of your own accord from being such a kind person. I'm sorry to say this, or it could be, the cages that others have put around you, and you feel like that's all you are, or all you can do, or all you're available for, right? And Spirit says that is not the case. It's up to you to recognize the illusion and to make healthier choices, decisions that sit well in your heart. Taurus. Oh boy, guys. Virgo, you've got caged, the gatherer, loud and clear. I don't know how much louder and clearer it needs to be for Virgo. I'll just say this, okay? You've got major arcana card number 15, the devil. Jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. I love the tagline on the damn card. Able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. And we've been talking about busting through these fucking bars because you are not a victim, right? However, you might feel victimized. You might feel overpowered. You might feel insignificant or ill-equipped to deal with the demons that are haunting your life right now. Spirit says the more clarity, the more it's in your face, the more you will see with clarity and do something about it. It feels overwhelming because you're going about it all the wrong way. Spirit is saying that it's going to continue to become bothersome to you. These things that are the edges that you're bumping, it will be bothersome to you until you address it head on and in the exact way that you should, for your own greatest and highest good, Virgo. The card that you have is number 39, fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra. And that is your communication center, standing up to that bully, rectifying those demons, spilling those secrets or bringing things out to the surface, quitting those addictions, man, getting help and treatment for whatever those things are that keep you caged. This can be those things, the taboo, the darkness that we don't want to speak about. You know what I mean? The challenges that we have to overcome to find the light again. That's what's going on here. And the darkness will continue to show itself in your life until you can address it head on and stand up to that bully and communicate about what's right and what's right for you, Virgo. And I must say that sometimes those words may not change a damn thing at all. Sometimes it's about locationally disentangling or detaching yourself. And yes, therapy, Miss Thing, of course. Thank you for speaking about this. We talked about this. I am not a medical doctor of anything at all. And sometimes we need additional things to help us maneuver through this dimension, and therapy to talk about the cage, to talk about the trauma, to talk about the addictions or the abuse or the ailments or the illness or the secrets or the perversions or the darkness that we have struggled through, getting it out and into the ethers. Okay. If you are able to get into some kind of therapy or counseling or talk to a trusted friend or family member, someone who you know you can trust, that would help to move the energy patterns out of your vessel, out of your heart, out of your life, and into the ethers again for transmutation. That takes it out of you. If you're not able to talk to someone that you trust, try to write these things out. Write them out furiously and burn the paper. Now, I know I've said this and I'm a Virgo and I don't fucking do this, all right? But Spirit is saying for even the Virgo that doesn't do this, and you're struggling with some kind of challenging patterns in your life, even if you don't see a way out, even if you don't know how this could possibly change, write out how you're feeling about all of these things. And then burn the paper, shred the paper, get rid of the paper. That starts to encourage the process of change. That loosens the hold of the energy patterns that darkness has on that part of your life. And it frees you up just a little bit and allows Spirit to come in and move. So listen. They're telling me, you, I'm going to do this. Virgo, are you going to do this? Let's just write some things down and burn it, shred it, get it the fuck out of our hearts, out of our minds, out of our lives. Even if it's really still in our lives, okay? Healing can be found and invited in when we are able to release some of that in those ways. Virgo, communication has to happen. Even if you decide to completely abandon ship, you will need to express some of these things so that you can rid yourself of the patterns once and for all. And I want to say to you, whatever it is that you are overcoming, whatever it is that you are transcending with the cage here, you will help others in the future when you are healthier. When you are beyond this, you'll be able to look down the line and give someone else the leg up or the hand forward so that they can know that they too can overcome whatever this cage was that held you back for a little bit of a time. Virgo. Capricorn now. Capricorn, you have caged the gatherer loud and clear. So I feel how Capricorn might just really be buckling down to the basics. This cage, I kind of feel how your hermit mode kind of really I feel a little bit about the tight finances around Capricorn. Like I just don't have the ease of spending money at this time. I've got to be a little more cautious around that, or my money, my time. It's either money or time. Like I've got to be more frugal in these areas because I don't have a whole lot to give. That's what I feel like mostly the cages. But then again, there are some fears around that are keeping you from expansion. But I feel this gatherer is Capricorn becoming aware within the cage of what the best next steps are. Okay, so the cards that you have here, this loud and clear, you already know. It's the 10 of Cups, happiness, good things, part of your celebration. I love that. And the card is number 50, Angel of Strength. So I want to say to you, Capricorn, that you may feel limited or restricted or whatever it is in this new pattern right now in your home or in your emotional satisfaction to the quality of your life. Spirit is saying this too shall pass. You will transcend the cage or this hermit mode as it may appear in your life, because you're You're gathering the resources that you need to re-emerge in a healthier way, or to create the healthier structure within the dynamic of that cage or of your household or your workplace. Okay, so I feel the cage is kind of self-imposed, but there are also fears attached to it. So I just want to say to Capricorn that you will not always have those fears holding you back. This is a time of becoming comfortable with what you have going on. And once you are, it's almost like you'll just realize that you just don't feel that way anymore. I just realized that I'm kind of okay, that things are all right, that I have what I need, that life's gonna be okay, that life's gonna be fine. And I feel for some Capricorns, you're gonna wake up and realize, like, holy shit, dude, I am like singing praises right now, like I'm floating on a pink cloud. Like I feel how there's going to be a very big shift and a lightness that settles in with Capricorn, and you are going to be very grateful that you have been through all this miserly period, or this going without, this kind of pulling in period of not really being all out there and free flowing. You're going to be grateful for this, because the future is so bright, so enriching, so in alignment with the energy that you are anchoring in during this time. Beautiful energy, Capricorn. I love that for you. And that's what I have for the earth signs. Maria says, yes, had to file bankruptcy and I work at a call center. No work and life balance. Wow. Thank you for that feedback, Maria. Thank you so much. And I do feel that brightness on the horizon, man. I really do. And Virgos, you got to get brave. Let's just say that. Taurus, kind of the same thing, but not as scary. Sending love to everyone. We're going to do a group pick a card message now. From the fairy deck, it's going to be 1, 2, or 3. Oh, and there they are on the ground. Hold on, let me grab them. So I'm not much of a fairy person, but this is one of the first decks that I bought, and they're kind of cool. So I was drawn to dust them off and bring them out today. So I've got number 1 right here. Can you see those okay? That's number 1, number 2, and number 3. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's been fun. Happy Monday, or whatever day it is for you. All right. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, the card is number 13. And 13 for some people seems like an unlucky number. Wow, there's 13 on the broadcast right now. Woo, that's mega. All right, so 13 can seem like an unlucky number. However, I feel I love the number 13. 13 wonderful things have happened to me on the 13th day of the month historically, okay? And I want to bring your attention to the what is that? Superstition. Okay, superstition. If you were drawn to pick card number 1, I really feel how life has been a little bit challenging. Okay, and you may feel like, when will I see the sun again? The card is solace here, solace. The sun god. Okay, when will I see the sun again? But notice that the sun is bright up here and it's a little darker down here with a tiny bit of light, just a tiny bit of light. And I want to say to you that brightness is on the horizon. And when we experience turbulence in our lives, it's really bringing the darkness to the surface so that we can address these things with our empowered awareness and make decisions that are in alignment with beautiful lives that we want to be living in. So often we defer to the comfort of others, or we feel guilty to make the right decision for ourselves. And Spirit is saying no more. Every individual is called to live for their unique path. And you are anchoring in all the divine energy that you can. And when you're feeling like life's a little crazy, please remember that the storms come into our lives to clear away the debris and the rubble so that the new growth can emerge. untainted. Number 1. Wow. If you were drawn to pick card number 2, the card is number 7. 7 is the number of truth. The card is the singer of intuition. I love the image on that card. I'm telling you, I'm feeling drawn. I'm feeling like called, like inspired to draw like just abstract things like this. And I think I'm going to start doing some of that just to get something through me. You know what I mean? If you were drawn to pick card number 2, the singer of intuition, this is about your intuition. 7 is the number of truth. Do you see the dots on this card in alignment, like your chakras? I am in alignment with my intuition. Oh boy, I see the darkness around the edge of this. When your intuition is on point, you feel when you're in the flow, you know when things are good, you can be open to those right things, and then you can really sense those other things quite deeply. Sometimes we want the intuition. Oh, I would love to have my intuition. I want to know, but then we find things that we don't want to know. We kind of encounter red flags or warning signs that tell us, no, not that person. No, not that thing. And we go, oh, but I want that thing. It can't be a warning sign. It can't be a red flag, right? And when we don't want to hear from an intuition if it's not in alignment with our personal desires. Spirit says that you cannot change the divine plan, but you can be in tune with your intuition to the point that allows you to maneuver and live a better life. Even if it tells you to stay away from something that you really want. You do have free will choice, and you can decide to go against your intuition, but be clear about that. Listen, intuition, I know that you're saying this is probably not a good idea, but I want it, and I'm going to move forward anyway. Don't shush the intuition. Thank it for its information and make your free will choices. Don't turn it off. You are in tune. And sometimes the price of sensitivity is sensitivity, friends. That's what I need to tell you. All right. If you were drawn to pick card number 3, the card number is 51. 51. So that's about making personal changes. And it's the topsy-turvies. I like that. I really like that. So if you were drawn to pick card number 3, look at all the different faces on this card. Upside down, sideways, this way, that way, long noses, little noses. I really feel how there's a fun quality and a playfulness around this card, but also kind of like a perspective here about the way you look at the world and the way you look at your life and kind of seeing things a little bit differently. Okay, these topsy-turvy here. Spirit's telling me if you were drawn to pick card number 3, to take a look at the people in your life and to see them a little bit differently if you can help it, especially if you feel yourself lacking patience or compassion, okay? Especially if you have a squeaky wheel or a pessimist or something like this in your life that seems to be hankering you, there's a different way to see this, a different way to look at this individual so that you can feel a bit more at peace with the situation, okay? So Spirit is saying to look at that person or the troublesome individual. That's what I feel like. I get irritated when my kids are always bugging me or my husband's a jerk or whatever this could be. Okay, so Spirit is saying to take a look at that person and see them as a child, like a little helpless child of God, source, creator. Oh, what do they need? What do they want? How are they acting out? How can we assist? Are there healthy boundaries that we need to set around this healthy child of God? I really feel how there's a bit of a different spin that we can put on this to grasp it in a different way. And Spirit is bringing one more message, number 3, that people can only meet you where they are at. No matter how bad you would like to meet them where you are at, they can only meet you where they are at. So Spirit wants me to say that imagine that we all wear helmets that block out any light, okay? And as we move through our life and we become more aware, layers come off and we begin to perceive more light. More light. Wow. Oh, the room's a little brighter. Now I can see this. Now I can see that, right? That's like your awareness, okay? So you as an individual have removed many shrouds and can see many degrees of the light that is around you, okay? However, those other people who may not quite be at the consciousness level that you are at, they may lack awareness, if you will. It's like their helmets are still on. So they can't see and perceive all of those other ways of being that you would like for everyone to understand and jump on board with. Okay. It's almost like your experience in itself is unfathomable to that individual who's wearing the helmet that prevents them from the knowing. Spirit just wants me to remind you that we're all on our own unique journeys. And no matter what level of consciousness others are at, your level of consciousness matters. And your level of consciousness has the ability to set healthy boundaries, to see things from a greater perspective, and to give compassion and grace to those who you know need it. And sometimes that's yourself. Number 3, that's what I have for you. And that's what I have for all of us today. I'm pretty sure I smell dinner is ready and they're waiting for me to go have some. And I cannot wait to eat dinner now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. It's been a lovely time. I appreciate you so much. And I thank you. I thank you for letting me know that this resonates, that it's spot on. That's what keeps me showing up. All right. Because, you guys show up and it just means the world to me. You are so awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you, Betty Grivel. Oh boy, you guys are just so kind. I need to know these things because I'm a human person with insecurities just like you. And when life is challenging, it weighs on me a little bit. So thank you so much for all of your kind words and for showing up and supporting me in all the ways that you do. It really matters to me and it moves my heart. So thank you, friends. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. And until the next one, I send you all the love and all the blessings.